What is up, YouTube? Hello to another video on my YouTube channel. I'm back. The orange, I forgot the word of it, is back, but whatever. So, two things I need to state. First of all, this video was recorded on 27th November 2020, which is a few days after the XP glitch bug thingy got fixed. And I wanted to make this video for two main reasons. One, to show, give me a second. Okay, to show to everybody that one, to show my personal opinion about how I think and why I think that Treyarch is sending the wrong message to the audience, and two, I'm here to test a new strategy that got found, and I'll talk about both of these things while explaining the strategy and going into a game. And so TLDR, Treyarch did a few things that have turned the community into a turmoil. First of all, they heavily nerfed ray gun, which was needed, but this nerfed a lot of high round strategies that people were looking forward, and that was bad. But fine, people are like, hey, it's okay, it was OP, we can deal with it. Now it's a little bit more challenging, but it's doable. People have reached 568 or something like that on levels, which is mind-blowing, but anyway. And then they released a double XP weapon, and for weapons and normal XP, right? Which is this one. As you can see, it's still on. And hold on, let me remove my follower goal and my labels because I'm not streaming, I'm recording. There we go. And as I said, when they released this, it was something like a bug, or this is what they called it, where you would essentially get 4 times the amount of XP in one single game for a weapon. Like, I leveled up my FFAR from level 5 to 32 in one single 30 round game, which is insane. I used the high round strat and I just killed everything with this, and it just went kaboom. And they heavily nerfed it because they also did some quality of life update to changes to snipers and to, I think, launchers as well, so it wouldn't take that much time. Like, they lowered from 25,000 to I believe either 200 or 300, so they did decrease there, so that was good. But they changed the bug from 4 times the XP to what it was supposed to be. But what we realized is that weapons currently are not gaining XP. Even with the double XP, they're not gaining XP faster than it was before. It's actually slower. So here's an example. Somebody took the Milano submachine gun, and I believe they did 2,000 kills with it, and they made it from level 1 to level 25. This was pre-nerf. And then they did, I'm gonna take the cricket, and then they did the same thing on another account with the Milano, but this was post-nerf, post-fixing the bug, essentially. And with 2,500 kills from 21 levels, they only got to 16, which is an absolute nerf. Like, you're losing so much XP just from playing the game, and this is insane. And this has turned the community into a turmoil because people think that now the only way to get XP is through multiplayer. Just play featured mode, or you go to like deathmatch or something like that, and you just go ham, and that's how you get the XP. But right now, this is the message that Treyarch sent, and I'll discuss later about why this message is a bad thing to the community, because essentially when you're having fun, they're ruining it. But we'll talk more about this later. I'll leave a timestamp on the video. But right now, here's the strategy that I believe Glitching Queen found it. I also saw a video, tested, did a couple of tests myself, and it seems to work. So what happens is, at level 1, you don't gain much XP, as you saw here. This is a level 40 weapon, which takes a lot of XP to level up. We're going to do one with like a tactical rifle for later, so you can see the comparison. Now, on level 1, this was, let's say, about 3-4%, and now it got up to 5, alright, so we didn't get much. But on level 2 and 3, this XP gets heavily increased. I'm talking you gain 40% in 2 rounds. And I'm playing on solo private because you need 3 conditions to gain maximum XP. You need 2 players. It needs to be either private or a public lobby. This doesn't really matter, but in public, you get a little bit more XP because you're basically sharing it. Or I think that's how the game thinks, I don't know.
Mobile meat pile.
And the third one is you need to be on PlayStation. Because when 2 players are playing co-op on 2 or more players are playing co-op on PlayStation, you get a bonus 60% XP activated, which is insane. Now, I'm on PC. I'm solo and on a private lobby, so I have both. I have the 3 conditions set on negative for me. I'm not completing either of them, but so that was round 2. As you can see, we got from 5 to 15, 60%. So we got a 10% in round 2, and I've only gotten what 10 kills of that round, 8, something like that. I'll keep killing. I will not use anything besides the creek here. So I can, and I'm not even getting like headshots. I'm just going for kills most of the time. This guy should be, yeah. Okay, so round 3 finished. We were at 15%, right? From 15, we got up to 20, I'd say 20-21%. And this is a level 40 weapon. Normally, this would take 10 rounds, 20 rounds on the higher rounds. Because despite the nerf on the actual XP, they also nerfed the amount of XP you get per zombie if you go above level 36, I believe. But with this strat found, we realized that the XP doesn't actually get nerfed on round on round 35. It gets ruined on earlier rounds, as you will see here. Now, if you remember, we were at 20%. I don't know if double points affect the XP you get, but I don't think it does. Last zombie here. Okay, there we go. So that was round 4. From 20% up to 40 or 35-40%. So we got almost double what we did on the first 3 rounds in the 4th one only. And here is round 5. It is recommended that you stop at round 5, as I'm going to show you guys on round 5 here. Hold on, let me lower the audio just a bit. There we go, so I can be heard, more clearly. It is recommended that you stop on round 5, and if I had that 60% bonus that I had, that I would have if I was playing 2 players and I was playing co-ops, I would have almost finished this level with just the first 3-4 rounds. Okay, let's just finish this quickly. So what you want to do with this strat is go as fast as possible on these early rounds, so you can restart quicker. Alright, there we go. Now remember, as you can see, this round 5 gave us what, 10-20%, something like that. And here I quit. You don't need to die because the amount of XP you get is like 2000 XP bonus, and that waste of time of you just waiting to die, and then you the timer going down and the zombies try to kill you, but because these are the first 10 rounds, they don't do as much damage to you. They do like half damage. So it's a waste of time in my opinion. And as you can see, the XP is here. Now, let's do the same thing. I'll do the same thing here. And I'll edit it later. So, right now on screen, I'm going to show you guys the comparisons that I got from playing into solo and public matches using only the first 5 rounds. The first comparison is the Krieg, how the percentages went from public into from private into a public, and then the 2 differences which can be seen here. There's no need for it. The tactical rifle alpha got up to level 3. Meanwhile, the AUG is almost full into level 5. I just needed 1 more kill and I got level 5. So all of us can understand that it's better to play on public matches. But from what I gather, it's better to play high rounds on the first 30 or 40 levels of a gun. And then when you're struggling, you should use this strategy to maximize your time into higher levels, which require more time, like level 40 into 41 or 41 into 42, etc. So from early rounds, go for high rounds in the game, exfil at level 31 so you can get max XP, max weapon XP, and then max Ethereum crystals. Meanwhile, when you go into those higher rounds on a weapon, you should only use the first 5 in-game rounds so that you can gain the XP needed and you don't have to waste all of those countless hours and all of those wasteless efforts, because weapon XP gets heavily nerfed the higher you go if your weapon is higher on level, I think. Anyway, so now let's talk about, because I didn't finish the message of treyarch. From what we got, the nerfs, the buffs, the adjustments, we can tell that treyarch is leaving the community very unsatisfied and is trying to buff the zombies, which makes no sense because you're on PvE. You need to feel overpowered in zombies. Sure, the health bar, the numbers, the pack-a-punch, the increase in rarity variations, and the damage you get from increasing rarity. These are all very good ways that can actively show you how powerful you are. Like if you hit that triple or that first pack-a-punch and you can just one-tap zombies with a gun, it makes you feel so good. And then after 5 rounds, damage falls off, but you have enough money to either upgrade the rarity, which it gives you a significant boost damage, or you do the pack-a-punch again, which again increases your damage and you feel again more powerful. But the way that they are balancing this and multiplayer is that now they made multiplayer what zombies was. Now they made it so that zombies has less experience and zombie players are forced to play multiplayer, and not multiplayer players coming into zombies in case they want to increase their XP of weapons faster. And zombies is so much fun. Like, why not keep the zombies XP a little bit higher than the multiplayer, so people don't have to stress on those sweat lobbies where everybody's running MP5s and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to level up my Magnum. I'm getting one shot from FFARs, from M4A1s, from MP5s fully stacked. Like, it's just, there's no fun in that. You just get stressed. Meanwhile, if you take that weapon and you go into zombies, it's way easier to level it up, and then you can grind the camos on multiplayer. So, all in all, to end this, because I don't want to make this video long, I've been recording for 40 minutes, but I'll edit it so it can be a little bit faster for you guys. The treyarch is sending the message that they'd love the game to be grindy when it doesn't need to be that grindy. I feel like they're trying to last the longevity of the interest that players have, because this is the preseason and they want it to keep being interesting to players when the first season comes out, so players can buy the cosmetic and bottle stuff and whatever they have in plan. But this is my opinion, and I feel like treyarch is doing a bad job at keeping the interest in the game. They're actually reducing it because people are now getting frustrated with it. You can tell I haven't played much because my guns are not high level at all. I just don't care. So yeah, they're sending the wrong message, and this is a very good game, and I hate for them to ruin it. But that is all I got time for today. That's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you liked, leave a comment, like, subscribe, say what you think they should do, say what you think I did wrong, etc., etc. Thank you. Bye.